Right about now, you're probably wondering, why is he blue? I'll tell you. Alright, so this is my Halloween costume. Chef Mung Daal from Chowder. This costume is hilarious, super unserious, super funny, super stupid, super silly. All the stuff. But if you love Chowder, you know I had to do this one. I haven't seen any that are super realistic, so that was my motivation behind this. And also just to do a character that I really, really love, think is funny. And yeah, it's a show that I'm obsessed with. Alright, so here's me getting into character. Enjoy. So I eventually have to try on my costume for Halloween, right? And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my hair done for this, so I'm most likely gonna have to like blow it out, put it in a high ponytail, and hide it underneath my chef's hat. Whatever. But I do need to shave my beard down and potentially my mustache. We'll see. I'm gonna trim around my mustache for now so that the adhesive of the mustache can stick over here and over here. But yeah, we will see. Stay tuned for the transformation. Still keeping my sideburn so I can go back in, but I'll shave up to like the middle of my ear. Right now it should be saying in my Courage the Cowardly dog voice, "Oh, the things I do for cosplay."
The courage is inside me.
This famous line.
The things I do for love.
It's funny because my hair grows back so fast. I'm doing this on the 27th. I'm definitely gonna have some growth come back before then, but at least it won't be a full beard. And for my mustache, I'm not touching this shit. And for over here, I'm not touching this shit. That I will not do. But I'll get close to it. Alright, this is insane. I haven't seen myself this fresh-faced and beardless in a long time, but I do not want acne while I have this clean, fresh face with no beard. So I'm definitely gonna moisturize after I scrub my face a little bit and exfoliate, and then makeup time. Can't forget my eyebrow.
Oh no, it all went wrong!
Psych! Bruh, I'm not doing my eyebrows, dude. So I'm gonna get this process started by taking my hair and spraying it with water. And then heat protect it. Then I'll blow it out. And I'll put it in a high ponytail eventually. Okay, I got it combed out for the most part, picked out. This would be so much easier if I just learned how to braid. But I will, just not now. Because I need a good amount of time and practice. I need this costume for this Friday. So now is not the time to fuck around and find out if I can braid. Alright. That's fine for now. Of course, there's hair everywhere. I need to get my hair blown out and trimmed. And this one I don't have to work in my hair as much, but just make sure I get it everywhere. And I'll spray as I'm blowing it out too. Alright, so got my hair dryer, spray bottle. It's a automatic spray bottle with some water in it to just loosen up my hair. We'll get the process started there. Especially with 4C hair type, or you know, kinky hair, curly hair, you don't want to do anything with it in terms of styling when it's dry. You want to make sure that it has some moisture in it. So I'm gonna just push that into my hair, and I will likely start to dry it and comb it out with this tool. So you can see that here. And before it gets too dry, I'm also gonna use some heat protectant, because you want to make sure your hair is protected at all times. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna grab my pick real quick to help me once I get it going. Take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take the moon. Alright, I finally have it blown out enough so that I can put it in a ponytail. Alright, but I'm gonna put it in a high ponytail, going up. Nice, yeah. So that way I can put the chef's hat over it. I look like a fucking troll doll. This is so funny. Anyway. I think this is as tight as I'm gonna be able to get it. Actually, let me do it with my right hand. Centered. That looks crazy, but that should work. I think I'll bring it actually a little bit more to the center, right here. But otherwise, should be good to go. Just push it forward. Some beeswax for waves, but I need to hold my hair back a little bit. some makeup. Right, so now I have all my hair neatly for the most part. Except for, you know, a couple strays in the back, tucked away into the hat. Cool. Time to start the makeup. I'm gonna do my face first, and then let that dry a little bit. Then I'll do parts of my neck, let that dry a little bit. Then I'll do my ears, and then I'll try on the full fit. Stay tuned. Alright, so I have two colors. One that's a little bit lighter, one that's a little bit darker. You can see them side by side. This is the actual color that I'm mainly going for, but I'm definitely going to use this to do some dark spots, some highlights, all of that. So I'll be playing off of both of these. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of white first, where my beard is mainly, and where my facial hair grows, to kind of get that out of the way and have it not show up as much once I put the base foundation on. Because I do have a little bit of a shadow right now. So I'm just gonna work that in. And I do not do makeup, so this is me 100% fucking around and finding out. Maybe not 100%, 90%. I did some research. I know some things that I need. I know some of the process of what I should be doing. The rest, I'm really open to learning and finding out. So I'm not sweating. This is for Halloween. This is for fun. This is me just trying to be silly and go with the flow of things. Honestly, I'm glad I chose this at the beginning of the year, because who knew life would get so damn stressful with all that's going on. I think having such an unserious cosplay or costume, whichever you want to consider it at this point, is perfect. I'm definitely going to go over my eyebrows a couple times as well. I'm going to go over my whole face with the white, but I'm mainly going over my hair spots a lot more than the parts that don't have hair, obviously, because I'm not shaving my eyebrows, but I will be gluing them down and turning them white first, of course, like I'm doing here, in hopes that they don't show up as much once everything is done. And I'm using this brush for like a general application of like a light white color or foundation. But I'm gonna go back in with another brush that will help to smooth things out properly and not make them so rigid. I'm gonna lift this up. Do over here too. And since I'm doing my forehead, I'm gonna set that first so that I can pull my hat down and I don't have to worry about that. Now I just look like a ghost chef. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm not gonna do my ears today because I don't want to deal with cleaning all of that, but I'll do like something light around my ears, not the full like back and all of that. I'll do maybe like just the front. So for today, anywhere the brush hits, basically. But when I actually do it, of course I'll do my full hair, no problem. Alright, gonna move on to my neck. I don't know how much of my neck will show, but I have a wide neck, so I'm gonna do and cover a lot more than I think I need to. Again, doing the areas where I normally have facial hair a little bit more than the other areas, because I know I'm more likely to have shadows there than anywhere else. I have so much on this side and like nothing on that side. I think this is good coverage. I'm gonna start working on smoothing it out now, for my face at least, because otherwise it's gonna start to look ridiculous, and I know that. I definitely need to cover my nose more, because I suspect later on it's going to be one of the harder parts to cover. I know this looks a mess right now, but we're in a game of trusting the process. So trust the process, y'all. I'm gonna have my friends over, so I'll have them get like the back of my neck and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna worry about doing the back of my neck today. I mainly just want to see like how long it takes to do the makeup in general, like a rough estimate of how long it's gonna take to do, so that way day of I know how early I have to leave work, how much time I need to do my makeup, how much time I need to do my hair. Because I'll need to blow out my hair again the day of for sure. Because my hair is going to frizz up because of the weather. Alright, that's fine. In terms of coverage, it looks fine. Okay, my face looks ridiculous. Don't do that part. Anyway, my face looks ridiculous. But I'm gonna go in, get my eyelids, try to start smoothing things out as much as possible. Go over my eyebrows again. Okay. now I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna smooth everything out as much as I can with this big fluffy brush. And then I'm going to glue my eyebrows down, do some of the paint on the top of my head. So I'm gonna start at the top, then do my jawline, then my neck, and then do the rest of my face so I can figure out where the highlights and everything should be. So this crazy mess is what it looks like so far. Insane. I had to grab a bite because I'm starving right now. It's been a long ass day. I was doing editing for Canvas NYC's 5th video, and that took a long time. Honestly, I still have to do some more for it, but I needed a break, so I was like, alright. I didn't try on the Halloween costume yet. Haven't made any content for that. Let's get to it. So here I am. In general, this is what I've usually seen people do when they're gluing down their eyebrows. So hopefully this works well. I don't know. The one that I have though is one that allows you to move things around. So actually, I don't know if it's better or worse for this. Maybe better. Maybe worse. Or maybe indifferent. Anyway. I'm gonna start smoothing stuff out as much as I can. Basically, I'm just trying to remove any like extra layering that I have on there right now. I know my methods are probably unpredictable and weird, but hopefully they work. Honestly, for now, I think it's hard to see where it was before and where it is now, but the coverage is lighter. It's less ghost facedy and more of a base coat. So I'm not mad at it. Again, unconventional methods, but they seem to be working. That's the base coverage. Let's get into the actual makeup now. Starting with my forehead, my ears, my neck, and then the rest of my face. Oh, forehead first. Gonna lift this up. For the forehead, I'm gonna start with actually the darker one. This stuff goes so far, you really don't need a lot at all. So I'm gonna do a small blend of the darker one and like barely any of the lighter one, especially since it's not going to be seen anyway, so I'm not stressing over the level of coverage I'll get. I mainly am covering it just in case it lifts up. For real, for real. Not even because I think I need too much. So I'm not gonna go crazy. I hope this is not too hard to see. A little bit more. Okay, I think that's fine. I know it's hard to see, so I'm gonna move around my room a little bit. That's the light coverage. Like, I don't need that much. Might touch it up a little bit. I got a setting powder from the same company that I got the colors. So let's try that out. I'm going to try to set the area around my eyebrows now too, because I'm going to go in with more white and continuously just try to make sure that I cover that again. You know, my main thing about this costume is wondering how much people will actually be able to see it. Like, I don't know if they will or won't, but I know I'll have fun. That's what I know. So let's fucking see. I'm also realizing that the setting powder sets a lot darker than I thought it might. So I need to look out for that as well. Alright, I'm just gonna keep adding that white to areas that would normally have a little bit of a highlight anyway. And I'm adding some white and I'm kind of removing a little bit of the blue at the same time. Okay, I think that's enough. Now, we're starting to look like it for real, for real. Alright, now I'll add more to my neck. And again, I'm not going crazy with the coverage because I literally just want to see like how long approximately it'll take. I'm not doing a full coverage. I'm just doing a light version of the costume right now. So, I'm gonna start with my jawline. And I'm going darker, and then I'm gonna go darker around the edges of my neck, and then darker around the edges of my face, and then lighter, so that I can probably tell where the highlights and everything should be. But here's how it looks so far. Coverage. I don't have a Chowder for this costume, but that would have been so cool to have like the full cast for like the main people. I also don't have a Truffles, unfortunately. My friend that was gonna be Truffles isn't joining for Halloween, but that's okay. We'll still have some fun. But yeah, I would have loved to have like the full cast. I want to do that for Comic-Con one year, like full cast of Chowder, Truffles, Mung Daal, Panini. So the characters that I actually will have are gonna be, my friend's gonna be Panini, and then my other best friend is gonna be Gazpacho, the fruit salesman, the mama's boy. It's so funny though, because like my best friend that's gonna be Gazpacho is nothing like him. He just happens to be like a stocky built guy, so I was like, oh, maybe he should be Gazpacho. But honestly, character wise, he's nothing like him. I'll say my other friend, like my other best friend who's gonna be Panini, she's a little bit like Panini in some ways. Honestly, God, I am probably the most like my character. Like, I am like Mung Daal a lot. For better or for worse, you decide. This is insane. Mind you, I'm not going anywhere after I do this. I'm literally just trying this on. Once I feel like I have good enough coverage of the base coat, I'm gonna smooth it out with the bigger brush and then do another layer and play around with it and see like where I need more, where I need less. Start building up the highlighting spots. All that. But for now I'm just going for general coverage. Like, I'm not even trying to get it like super neat or anything like that. Another reason why I want to know how long this takes is because I'm not only doing my face, I'm going to be doing other parts of my body as well. Mainly my hands. So mainly my hands, and that shouldn't be too hard. Because I'm wearing a long sleeve for the chef's coat, so I'm never going to do like from here up, like from here up, from my arm, from here up, from my arm. My face, my neck, my ears, a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see how much coverage I feel like I need / can get. You take the moon and you take the sun. You take everything else is fun. You start all up and then you're done. Rada, 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 rada. So come on and feel free to do some looking. Say a while, cause something's always cooking. That song lives in my head like rent free, which is another reason why I chose these characters. Oop, I'm already getting some of my chef's hat, but it's okay. It's bound to happen. Yeah, that's another reason why I chose this cosplay, or costume, whichever you want to consider it again. Because I fucking love Chowder. And the song lives in my head rent free. And I was like, yo, this is a perfect cosplay for me. And also perfect excuse to make some Chowder related content because Chowder's fun as fuck. Alright, so I got the general first base of color done. I know I look ridiculous. Right? Anyway, I got that done. Now I'm gonna go in and do a little bit more fluffing, right? But I'm gonna do it with the lighter color. In hopes to bring some dimensions into play. Start highlighting the raised parts of my face, right? And I'm not even gonna look to go crazy with this color and like with the coverage, because I know people will see that I'm blue. Like day of, I'll put more on just because like I want it to actually show, because it's gonna be dark out. But people will be able to see that I'm fucking blue. So I am not worried about that part. I think the bottom, it's hard to tell on the phone, but it's starting to blend well. And the bottom looks good. One of the things that I love about this makeup is that brown and black people don't often find makeup that works as well for them. And that blends so easily. And this blends so nicely. Like it covers and blends so well. Don't really have to worry about being like, oh, it's not showing up on my skin because I'm black. Because I'm blue right now. And I know y'all can see I'm blue right now. I hope people start to enjoy Halloween, honestly. Even a fraction of the amount that I have in recent years is so fucking fun. Like for real, it's been so fun learning how to do makeup and cosplay, and a lot of these things I wouldn't maybe naturally do. Like I am a very comfortable person in my masculinity and femininity and stuff like that, so like I do explore makeup and stuff like that every now and then, and I'm doing it more so recently than in the past. But I would not have a reason to turn my whole face blue, and now I do. And it's silly, it's stupid, and it's fun. Like maybe to some people it's stupid, but I'm not worried about that. I think one of the things that's really funny actually about the world being in such a difficult place is that I'm a very serious person naturally, and I've always been like that, but it's really softened me up and made me just be like, you know what, fuck it, like we're gonna fuck around. I don't want to get too much of that. We're gonna fuck around and we're gonna find out and we're gonna have fun, and whoever says what, not my problem. Not worried about it. Alright, here is where I'm going to start to try my best. To make things more even, smooth. I know more coverage in certain spots than others. So I'm trying to be kind of like light about how I adjust it because I don't want to take too much off. But again, I'm not doing more to my neck. I'm not doing more to my ears or my forehead. So you guys can see. This is where we're at so far. I'm blue, motherfucker. And I purposely wore a shirt that I didn't care too much about. Because obviously I don't want to mess up a good shirt that I really love. It's a fucking turn blue. Yeah. Let me see. Raise the hat a little bit. In my forehead a little bit more. This is the costume so far. So far so good. I'm actually like really happy with this and how it looks. The ears will fully be blue day of. The neck, again, I'm not stressing over right now because I gotta take this off afterwards. I'm not doing anything, I'm not going anywhere. So next steps after this is honestly to start trying on the mustache and stuff like that. The mustache, the eyebrows, the nose as well. So I'm gonna start setting this with setting powder, and yeah, getting straight into like the mustache and all the extra stuff. You guys can see I removed a little bit of the paint so that I can adhere the mouthpiece, the teeth, the mustache here and here. So hopefully that helps. We'll see. Alright, so I put the setting powder on. Obviously I shaved today, so my face is gonna break out a little bit. Gonna show everything in 4K. Anyway, I digress. Time to start trying on the mustache, the eyebrows, and the nose. So I'm doing the mouthpiece right now, which is just literally paper and some Velcro and a little bit of spirit gum. So I removed some parts of the paint around my mouth, so that way I would have a better understanding of how to put on the mustache, and hopefully it sticks and it adheres better. But I'm just holding this now, and it might need a little bit more, so we'll do that. I'm just gonna let that kind of dry. But so you guys can see what I'm talking about, I remove some parts around my mouth so that way I would be able to properly adhere stuff to my to that area. So I don't want to do too much with these mustache because I want them to still have their adhesion when I use them day off on Halloween on Friday. But I'm just gonna place a little bit of spirit gum on them and then let them dry, and then also place a small amount of spirit gum on my face itself, and then try to meet in the middle, like, you know, once my face is dry, once the adhesion on those are dry. Oh, this stings because I shaved. Well, most likely I hope that's why, and not just because it stings. But here goes nothing. Gonna hold it on there first. I don't know how long I should be holding this, but I'm guessing it should be like 15 seconds at least, 15-30 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi. That feels like it's almost sticking, so I'll hold it for a little bit longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I think that's actually sticking now, so that's good. Now I can do the mustache. I'm gonna do the mustache like kind of over a little bit, like that, because that's kind of how his mustache is. It's like, it's not straight, it's slightly like tilted down. Same thing with this one. It shouldn't be straight, it should be like slightly tilted outwards and down. There we go. Seems to be sticking. Later. Alright, so I just wanted to pull up a picture of him so I can see everything. The last part that I do need are the glasses. I have glasses that are not round that I could use, but I prefer to have the round glasses. So I'm gonna need to buy that like within the next week. Whenever I'm out and about, I'm gonna have to like search actively, maybe at Walgreens or something like that, for the glasses. But so far so good. Like, this is actually hilarious and so good and so unserious. God, it's so unserious. Alrighty. Oof, that's done. Just a little bit. Chowder! You know what time it is. It's time to get cooking, ladies. Alright, so I got the mustache on. Next part is getting the nose over my damn hat, which is kind of hard actually. Okay. God, this costume is insane, bro. Insane. It's too unserious. Okay. And I'm clearly missing the eyebrows, so I'm gonna do that next. I really hope people recognize me and know who the fuck I am, because this project took so long to do and complete. And honestly, it was so fun. But I also want to just excite some people and be like, oh my god, that's Mung Daal. He's the chef from Chowder. Ladies. Oh, ladies. Anyway, that's his favorite line, aka my favorite line. So, cool. I'm glad that that's working. I'm gonna put that just up here, hopefully. It doesn't mess this up too much. But I'll put that right there. So it's coasting. I know this looks so... oh god. What that looks like right now is crazy. I'm not gonna put that on my head. I'm not gonna keep that there. Anyway, next step is to try the eyebrows. And I'm gonna do the same process. Spirit gum a little bit above my actual eyebrows and a little bit on the these eyebrows. Oof. Okay, I said a little bit and I put way too much. So I'm going to share that, and I'm gonna also just dab that right there onto my eyebrows. And I gotta look at a reference picture real quick, so I'll be right back. But this is the look overall. I hope that the setting powder works a little bit better, because I can see some of the foundation coming off and the makeup coming off. But hopefully I'll do, you know, lighter layers, let it dry a little bit, and then a light layer, let it set a little bit, and then do the setting powder, and that works better than what is going on now. But this is overall a great practice for what I have to do. Alright, BRB. Okay, so now I'm getting dressed. My field of view, for what I can see, is so limited, so funny. But I digress. I hope that stays there. It's time to try on the skirt. And the chef jacket. I'm gonna keep these shirts on because I know it's gonna be cold as hell. Because it has been cold as hell. And also, mainly so there's no risk of me exposing myself, you know, while I'm out and about. Because I'm sure some kids hopefully will recognize this. Or Chowder's kind of old. Maybe I guess people my age would be more likely to recognize this. Alright, so I gotta actually close on the shirts below my hips and waist both. So that way I can get the skirt on, because this skirt is tight. If I'm being honest, it is very tight. Very hard to get on. Okay. Bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, ladies. Buff Mung Daal. He would do this all. That's the funny part. Like, this is totally like in character for him to just start like strutting. This is so funny. Ladies, you take the moon and you take the sun. You take everything that feels like fun. Alright, I have all that done. Plus the guns.
You know what? Shavin! Get away from my fruit! Shavin!
Next. Huh? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? This is so good. Like, bro, this is so good. Come on. Come on. Can we get a moment of silence? This is peak Halloween costume, y'all. Come on. Alright, now I'm going to take all this BS off and take some pictures and videos while I can. Alright, y'all. This completes the look. I know I look insane. I hope that some people get it when I'm out and about and they understand what my costume is. Because this shit took forever to make and figure out. This nose is completely made without any pattern that pre-existed. Because to my knowledge, nothing exists like this that's fucking insanely long and big like this. So I had to make this pattern 100% from trial and error. And it's not that smooth, it's not perfect, but it is as realistic and lifelike as possible. And I'm happy with this. This is cool. This is crazy. This is insane. Yeah. It's all the things. All the feels. See my phone will stay here. All the feels. Like what? It's so funny, bro. Yo, Mung Daal doing a jerk. Jerk. I can't really do it because I have like boxes and shit here. But yeah, that's just me having fun in the costume. Peace. This has been Jaquad from Canvas NYC. Follow us at Canvas Art NYC for more content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.